What's up, bulls? We are going to analyze the Ethereum and Bitcoin charts today. Of course, I am in trading view. We are going to look at the price charts, and use my handy little indicator down here. So let's take a look. I'm on the Ethereum chart first. As you can see, it took quite a little dip right here. Let's just look at that. So as we came up here, it looks like we hit a high. When was this? This was the 18th, so this was Saturday this is Bitcoin, excuse me. 48,809 roughly, call it 48,18 maybe. And now we've come all the way down. Scroll this a bit. We've come all the way down. Move all this up. Come all the way down to, let me scroll this a little bit more. This morning we hit a low of about 42.5, which makes sense because that is a support that we've been looking at. Let me show you how we came to that. Right now, these are Fibonacci lines that I drew, but these were from, let me change the time frame here. So let me scroll this down a bit. But that was where I drew from down here, or excuse me, down here to up here. So these Fibonacci lines are from this low to this high up here. Okay, that's how these came out, because when you're using TradingView, you can just click a button that says draw Fibonacci, and you just click a low, click right there, click a high, and these were the lines that I got, and they were pretty decent. They were better for Ethereum, but you see, like right here, it tapped right here on the top of this golden pocket. This area right here is called the Fibonacci golden pocket. This is the 0.5, this is the 382, this is the 786. 618, 655. That's a golden pocket. Anyways, they're just ratios. Didn't quite get all the way up here, right? So that's not a good. That's kind of a sign that it starts coming down before it even gets up here. So it didn't even hit the resistance, and it started coming down. And as you see, it just kind of kept defying all gravity. Nothing stopped it. Came all the way down here, and that's how we're still sitting. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. You know, spots of green because it fell down. There's only almost no green, a little bit there, and then just red blood dripping down. And then it comes up here, bounces to about 44.2-ish, 225 probably, and now we're back down here, and in the 42s, about 42.8 it looks like, and to me it looks like it's going to keep coming down. Now let's draw another line. It's going to be really important for you. By the way, you know, on this channel, I like to show you how to accumulate crypto, whether the price is going up or it's going down. I do a lot of leverage trading. That's the main thing that I do. That's what I'm going to show you here, but there are other things too. Like I have a Bitcoin rewards card. I'll put a link for it in the description. Every purchase I get, you know, I buy groceries, I pay my phone, I pay my car, my rent, everything. When I make those purchases, I get about a 2% Bitcoin rewards purchase. So I'm getting Bitcoin in my pocket for purchases I'm doing already. So that's one way that I accumulate without having to spend more cash, because I'm buying things already and I get Bitcoin on top of it. But leverage trading is the main way, for sure. And that's what this channel is going to mostly be about, helping you learn how to do that. And this indicator that I'm going to show you down here, I'm going to show you how to get this. I'm working with a developer right now to make a shareable version. So we'll get to that. All right, so we got the Fibonacci lines here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Right? So no, let's go to more than that. Let's go to the this time frame. Let's pull this down because we're going to draw a different Fibonacci from the very top of this market to the very, very bottom. Very bottom being right here. So let's find our Fibonacci lines here. Hold on, let me escape because I got to click over here. Gimme Fibonacci. Where's my fib retracement? There it is, right there. Okay, so let's make this go up. And now let's draw it. And then I'm going to go to the very, very top of the market, which is about right there. It's kind of blocking me. We'll go right there. Wait, I'm going to have to redo this because I got to move the chart over. Just go right there. Let's delete it. I got to move this chart over so I can really get it better. Let's go to the fib retracement again. Make sure I'm on it. Good. Let's make it big. Give a like if you're digging this so far. Subscribe so that you can get updates on all this trading knowledge. Because legit, like, as these prices have been going down, I've been making just as much money as when they go up because of leverage trading. So we'll go with about right there. Nope, I'm going to go with about right here. All right, so now we got it set. Now let's zoom so you can see here, these are the Fibonacci lines for the absolute bottom of, well, here's the very, very top, up here, right, up here. Let's move that down a bit if we could, just even zoom in. I'll bring it down, the very, very top, and then the very, very bottom was down here. Now we have this Fibonacci line drawn here. We have this one that was more local, that was from this high to this low. That's what this little one is. And this Fibonacci box here is from this low to this high. Very interesting. We could also do from this low to this high. There's a lot that you can draw. The point is to figure out which ones are the most relevant. And the truth is they're all relevant. You just need to know when they're relevant. So let's zoom back in here a bit. Let's go into the hour time frame. We're on Bitcoin, of course. Let's make this bigger. Move this whole thing up. Let's make it bigger. So Bitcoin's been following a strange pattern, but you see here, like, look at this line. The very bottom of this whole drop that happened, look where it hit. Right here, almost exactly on this line, which is 42.9. I actually think about 42.5. Well, looks like we got about 42.8. This one came down to 42.5. I think 42.5 was right here in this pocket. So if it hits this line down to this line, it falls in the golden pocket. We see this one came down almost exactly to that line. That's not by coincidence. That's not an accident. These things, in nature's funny. It tends to move, people tend to move in patterns. Right? If you go look at seashells, if you go look at flowers, if you go look at tree leaves, they follow this Fibonacci sequence, which was discovered by Fibonacci. I can't remember his first name, can't remember what year, but it's very important. It's very good stuff to know. Okay, we'll put it that way. So we came down here to 42.5. This is a very strong support zone. As you can see, we tapped it here in this big drop here on September 7th. That big because we went from like 52 down to 42. Went down like $10,000 on Bitcoin. And then it bounced all the way up here to, guess what? To this line. This would be the 0.5 Fibonacci line. Not a coincidence that it came up to here, right? And then it came down, working its way, and it got resistance again here. Came down a little more, shot up, almost hit it, shot down, almost hit this one, worked its way up, broke through it. And then we got into this new Fibonacci zone, right? Bitcoin broke through the 0.5 on this more local one, but it didn't quite make it. Went down here to bounced off the bottom of the golden pocket, as it did here too, and then came up here and didn't quite make it to the 382. And now it's come down all the way back down here to the 618, right? 618. That's where this green line is here. This is very important to know, these types of things. Now check this out. I've been in a short since about up here. I can't remember the exact dollar amount because look at this. Look at this indicator that I have. It shows me where the tops and the bottoms are, as well as where cash flow is and momentum. You know, the height of these blue waves really matters. So right here, look at this red dot. It indicates a top. And you can see here's the price, 48,397. And you see the height of this momentum wave. But look at this. Here's another dot indicating a top. But look at this price. This price is higher than this one over here. But yet this blue wave is lower than this blue wave. That's called a bearish divergence. Now, those are super, super relevant if we're coming to a level, you know, coming really near one of these lines. We weren't quite very close here, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to take it or not, but it looks strong to me because we're on the hour, and the longer the time frame, the bigger the time frame, the more accurate the data, because more data is in that hour than, say, the 30-minute or the 15-minute time frame. especially the 1 minute time frame. Almost no, very little data in 1 minute. But in an hour, that's a lot of data. It computes a lot of this stuff and tells us what's going to happen. Plus, money flow was coming down. See, the green indicates money flow up. Down here, it's lower. Of course, red is when it's on its way down. But I've been in it since up here. I took some profits. I didn't hold the entire thing the whole way. I took some profits along the way, but there's always a certain amount that I call let it ride. And it's for things like this, about a third, 25% to a third of my trade, however much I put in. I usually leave in and then let it ride if it gets to my other take profits along the way. I took profit about here, well, really about here, because there's where the line is. I took profit here, and then I took profit here. And then I let the rest ride, and it came down here. So I let about 25% of it ride all the way down here. And I'm not taking it out yet. I will probably take it. I will probably set a stop loss. I don't love to set stop losses because then you pay a taker's fee in leverage trading. What that means is that you're the one you're paying because you're taking liquidity out of the market. Just realize that if you take a stop loss, which would make you take a market order, you are going to pay a fee. But if you take a limit order, you actually get paid a fee in addition to your profits. So you like to take limit orders. I'll probably set a limit order. Well, I'll be watching it, right? I mean, I'll probably set a stop loss for like here because I don't want it to go past this. Because if it gets past this, I'll probably set a stop loss for more like right here. Because if it gets to here, then it's officially broke through this and it could go higher. But I'm going to let this ride. I'll probably take out a little bit down here, like maybe another 25% of the remaining amount I have in it, just because that's I don't like to let money just burn. But down here, something really interesting happened. Look at this green dot down here. It indicates a bottom. Look at where the line goes to up here. It indicates this is a bottom. Now look at this green dot next to it. This green dot is higher than that one, yet the price came down more. That's called a bullish divergence. And we are around a level after a big drop, and what happened is it bounced up from 42.5 to about 44.2. That's a pretty good gain, but I wasn't awake to take that one. But now we're back here, and I'll be watching these charts. It's a very volatile day. I kind of want the markets to settle a bit before I make any new trades. Let's go to Ethereum. I'm in trading view is what I'm using here for these charts. So let's scroll this down. So here's Ethereum. Here was the top of Ethereum. Let's draw Fibonacci's for this too. Leverage trading is the most important thing, most powerful thing in terms of accumulating crypto without spending more money. And regardless of whether you're buying off Coinbase or something anyways, using it like this, it's just so nice to accumulate, especially when the price goes down, because typically people get upset when their crypto goes down, right? But me, I kind of don't care because I know long term it's just going to keep going up and up. But here, as it goes down, I get to accumulate more because I get to accumulate mostly Ethereum and Bitcoin on the way down, just like I do on the way up. Because that's what whales are doing. And big money, it's about accumulation. You want to have as much of this real estate as possible. So let's draw this Fibonacci here. Let's go from this low. Actually, this is the new low. And let's pull it up to the top. Call it about right there. So here is this one. This is the local one, the more local one than the all-time top and bottom, stuff like that. And you can see it rode. Well, let me delete this. I actually want to do this. Can I draw Fibonacci? No. I actually want to move it a little bit. It would actually move a little bit because see, I don't like this Fibonacci line. I'm going to delete it. I mean, it's relevant. I just don't want to show it to you right now. I want to pick something else. I'm going to do a different Fibonacci. I want to do it from this low here. Dang it, I thought I had the fib. Hold on, 1 second. Let's go here. We'll draw it from this line, and we'll draw it up to here. So I suppose that's about the same. What had happened here, no, this was right. This was right. This is what I did. Let me zoom in now to 30. Because what I had done is I had taken a long from here too on Ethereum because it was sitting here in this zone. Let's go to the 15. Let's scroll that up a bit. I'd come in here because, check this out. This is the education I want to give you so you can spot entry points like this, okay? So we have this fib drawn, and you see it hitting the bottom of the golden pocket. You see it hitting the bottom of the golden pocket, and we have a bottom printing here. We're on the 15, so we like to see higher than that. We can go to the 30, and you'll see the same thing, right? Here is the bottom printing. Actually, here's a bottom that printed right here for this one. And then the price came down lower, but the green dot came up higher. So that's indicating to me that we are on the verge of a bullish divergence, meaning that it's going to start going up. It's been going down, but now it's going to go up. And then yet another green dot printed that was higher, that was even more closer to center, up here higher. And this price is even a little bit lower still. So I got in here, and then I got out here, and then got in here, and got out here, and got in here. And then I said, I think that's probably about it. And then it took off. I don't usually do that with the out and in, out and in. I just kind of did because I was on my phone and making trades. And I was using a Bybit. I'll put a link in the description for that. That's the platform I use to leverage trade, although I will be switching over to Femex very soon. And then I got out about here, not because it came to a level. It was around a level. I'm like, it's a little above that level. I wonder if it keeps going up. But I could see this divergent forming. Look at this red dot forming a top right here. Right? But then see that red dot down here? It's lower, but yet the price came higher. So I'm like, well, we're not out of line, but this seems like it's going to be a bearish divergence. So I cashed out of my long and I got into a new short. And that has been very, very nice. Very nice. I took profit down here. I took profit down here. And now I still only have about half my trade sitting in here. I'm probably going to take some profit out about now, because we're under 3,000. I'm probably going to take about another 25% out of my trade. I don't know how much more we come down. I'm going to let the rest ride. I'll probably set a stop loss for maybe about here. But you can see we're about to print another bottom. And this is interesting. We may have another bounce up. I think we'll have another bounce up once a bottom prints here, because look at this. Look at this bottom here, right? The price is all the way up here, and this green dot is all the way down here. This dot, price all the way up here, green dot's here. But the price is all the way down here, but the green dot's probably going to be around here, which means we have another bullish divergence forming. It doesn't just have to be the dot that was right before it. It's all relevant in terms of which way things are going in terms of momentum. See how this line connected here? It wasn't necessarily relevant. I don't necessarily look at those either because there's more that goes into it. But that's what I've got for you today. I hope you got some education on this. Give the video a like. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to keep helping you learn how to accumulate. Accumulate without having to put in more cash, right? Accumulate without having to. I mean, you can put in more cash. I do that too. But I'm going to show you how to keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating when the price goes up and when the price goes down, and show you the times to go in and out. Now, I don't win every trade. This is risky. This isn't financial advice. I'm just trying to give you education because this is a learnable skill. Actually, one more thing I want to look at here. Let's click the fib again. Fib retracement. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this back from the top to this new bottom that we have and see how we're doing, right? From this bottom down here. So this was the bottom of Ethereum, or it looks like maybe about there was the bottom. And now let's draw a much more big vision zoom out fib right about there. Isn't that interesting? Let's zoom in. Zoom in. Look at where these lines are hitting, right? Sure, it dipped down, but look how fast it comes back up. And see, really the support is about right here at 30, 35. I call it 30, 35. And you see that's where it dipped down here too, right? It barely dropped below it and it shot back up to this support line. You see many instances. This one, just a little past it. This one didn't quite get all the way down, but then we got into more of the local stuff where this one, you see this top, lined up pretty well with this Fibonacci line right here. So I have two different Fibonacci sets drawn to show me where my different lines of support are. And coupling that with this indicator down here where it tells me where the tops and bottoms are as well as which way the momentum is moving, telling me when to help me know when divergences are happening like I explained to you before. That's how I know when to get into a trade. Now right here, right now, looks like we printed a top. That's the red button. And so now we're looking to print a bottom. And I might enter, I don't know, I'm kind of trying to stay out today because it's so volatile and moving so down so damn fast today that I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in this because we've really come down to a new low since we've been in this bull run 2.0. This is the new low from the high that we hit, which was about 4,000. So we came down a bit more. Now this one right here, still lower than this one, right? Still lower than this one. So interesting. So follow the channel. Follow me on TikTok too. I give a lot of updates on there. Check out the links in the description because those things will help you accumulate crypto because that's the name of the game. That's what big money's doing. That's what whales do. That's what smart money does. And you want to be doing that. You don't want to be like the average retail investor that's just completely emotional, basically buying high and selling low. You want to see the big vision for this and you want to accumulate, okay? Not financial advice. Hit the like, hit the sub. Check out the links in the description. You're awesome.